Pune. No, I had some experience in journalism.
सोशल मीडियाದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ?
नमस्कार। प्रेस के सभी पत्रकारों को साथियों को हार्दिक स्वागत है। आज की इस प्रेस मीट में हमारे साथ माननीय भाजपा राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता श्री शेजाद पूनावाला जी है एंड और स्टेट सेक्रेटरी एंड मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट संसद दक्षिण कन्नड़ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी श्री कैप्टन ब्रिजेश छोटा एंड भाजपा बेंगलुरु एंड मुख्य सचेतक विधान परिषद एंड एमएलसी रविकुमार, दक्षिण जिला प्रेसिडेंट एंड एमएलए सीके राममूर्ति सर, विधायक एंड आल्सो कोलार एक्स एमपी एक्स सांसद श्री मुनिस्वामी एंड राज्य प्रवक्ता कुमारी सुरभि वदिगरे, स्टेट कन्वीनर श्री प्रशांत जीएस इकोनॉमिक सेल एंड करुणाकर कासले सभी पत्रकारों को आदरणीय स्वागत है। ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪತ್ರಕರ್ತರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆದರದ ಸ್ವಾಗತದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ। इस मीट को हमारा राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता शेजाद पूनावाला ने स्टार्ट करने की विनती करता है।
Thank you very much. Am I audible? ಶುಭೋದಯ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವುದು ನಿಜಕ್ಕೂ ನನಗೆ ಗೌರವ. I am very happy to be amongst you in the land of Basavanna and Kempegowda ji and the great people of Karnataka. At the outset, let me thank my dear friends from the media and all those who have joined me, our leaders from the Bharatiya Janata Party on stage, our state secretary and our very dynamic MP from BJP Bengaluru South, Captain Brajesh Chauta ji, Bengaluru South, ex-MP Muniswamy ji, District President and MLA Shri C.K. Ramamurthy ji, our state media coordinator Karunakar ji, our state spokespersons Ravi Kumar ji, G.V. Krishna ji, Surbhi Hodigere ji, Mohan Vishwa ji, our economic cell state convener Shri Prashant GS ji. Friends, there are two contrasting models that we are seeing in the country. One model is the Khatakhat Congress potholed model in Karnataka, where we can see that there is a loot, jhoot and phoot. Middle class being looted through high prices, middle class being looted through scams, and all kinds of scams have taken place in Karnataka, from Muda scam, Valmiki scam, liquor scam, housing scam. There is constant spate of price rises, right from stamp duty, water, milk, petrol, diesel, every essential item, the price is being risen. So it is a loot ki sarkar. It is a jhoot ki sarkar where the guarantees were promised, but instead of fulfilling the guarantees, the people of Karnataka are only getting potholes and they are only getting crumbling infrastructure and civic infrastructure, especially in Bengaluru, despite paying high taxes. And then it is a phoot ki sarkar, a sarkar of division, where every day a new saga. In OTT you must be seeing that there is series 1, series 2, series 3. Every day there is a new series of DK Shivkumar versus Siddaramaiah ji fighting for the chair. And that is the loot, jhoot and phoot ki sarkar. This is one model that people of Karnataka unfortunately have had to face since 2023. And on the other hand, you can see that there is a Modi model of governance which says not loot, jhoot and phoot, but economy mazboot, economy becomes stronger. Middle class ko chhoot, middle class will get the relief. And Kisan, Naujawan, MSME ko salute. The salute to our farmers, to our youngsters, to the Gen Z, and to the MSME and the people who are working hard for this country. And therefore, in the last 11 years, working on this model of economy mazboot and middle class ko chhoot and salute to the people who are making this country, you have seen that the economy of India is far from being dead. The economy is live and kicking. It is another thing that some people's political careers are dead. So because their political career is dead, they think that the economy is dead. But in the last 11 years, under the stewardship of the Prime Minister and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharamanji, the economy has gone from a fragile 11th position to 4th position. We are the fastest growing large economy in the world. Just now we have registered 7.8% GDP growth. We have one of the lowest inflation rates in the world. In fact, the inflation in August was about 2% CPI, from double-digit inflation to now at an all-time low. The NPAs are at an all-time low, from a time when there were bad loans given to all kinds of shady people to now lowest NPAs in the country. We have the highest foreign exchange reserves. In fact, just today and yesterday, our foreign exchange reserves have touched a whopping $703 billion. We have the highest exports in excess of $800 billion. We have the highest FDI in this country. We have the highest manufacturing PMI in last 17 years. Our credit rating has been upgraded by S&P just recently for the first time in 18 years. And we have had record additions in EPFO, Employment Provident Fund Organization, EPFO data. And our unemployment rate is at an all-time low as well. And therefore, you can see that 25 crore people have been lifted out of poverty in the last 10-11 years. And even income inequality is at its all-time lowest. As per the World Bank, India is the fourth most equal country. This is what we have achieved in the last 11 years. And therefore, you can see that even though some people who believe not in Gen Z but in Gen D, Gen Darbari, they were speaking about Gen Z. But just yesterday, from the place where I come from, Delhi, in the Dusu elections, Gen Z has given a befitting response to such Gen Darbaris and Gen E, Gen entitlement. They have given a befitting response, and the ABVP has won 3 out of 4 seats. Actually, the 4th person also, just like Revant Reddy, having original ABVP connection only. So, in a way, all 4 seats have been won by ABVP ideology. And this shows that the Gen Z of this country is also with Prime Minister Modi. And with this entitled Rahul Gandhi, there is only Gen Darbari, Mr. Sam Pitroda, whose undying love for Pakistan continues to prevail. Now friends, it is unfortunate that even as India is growing leaps and bounds, Karnataka is being put under a huge financial and economic burden and strain. And we will come to that also. But let me please tell you that in the last 10-11 years, after building huge infrastructure, building metro rail for the middle class, enhancing public transport, giving an income tax relief of up to 12 lakh rupees to the middle class, getting house loan and education loan rates down, and keeping inflation at an all-time low, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, led by the very able Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharamanji, a daughter of this part of the country, they have given a Diwali gift to the people of India even before the arrival of Diwali. Come 22nd of September, that is just 2 days from now, on the first day of Navratra, or as we celebrate Dasara, you will find that the country will have a new next-gen GST reforms kicking in. And these GST next gen reforms, GST 2.0 as it's being called in the media, has two objectives. One, to give huge relief to the middle class and to various sections of society by rationalizing the rates, by reducing the rates of many of the goods. And secondly, to make the entire taxation structure a very simple structure. And therefore, it would not be wrong for me to say that this GST 2.0, in every sense of the word, is not some Gabbar Singh tax as some people might want to call it, but it is a good and simple tax. And after GST 2.0, it has become gross savings and taxation low. The GST now means gross savings for the people and taxation low for the people. It has become a simplified tax. Earlier, as you would be aware, we were having multiple VAT, multiple state taxes across the country before GST was introduced in 2017. Once GST was introduced in 2017, 8 years ago, we had 4 tax slabs at that point of time when originally GST was implemented in this country. 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. Now from 22nd of September, that is the first day of Navratra, there will not be 4 tax slabs, but there will be only 2 tax slabs. There will be only 2 slabs. One will be of 5% and the other will be of 18%. 99% of the items which were in the 12% bracket are now going to shift to the 5% bracket. So all those items have become cheaper. And about 90 to 95% items which were in the 28% bracket have been shifted to the 18% bracket. So that means those items have also become cheaper. There are about 400 such items that I can list that have become extremely cheap if you compare it to the pre-GST regime when there were different taxations and different rates across the country for each state. But if I were to sum it up, roti has become cheaper, kapda has become cheaper, idli has become cheaper, sambar has become cheaper, first house makan has become cheaper, first gadi has become cheaper, health has become cheaper, education has become cheaper. All of these things have become cheaper under the new GST 2.0, the next gen GST reforms. Let me just give you a few items for each segment of society very quickly. What does the common man require for daily essentials? Milk, paneer, curd, all of these items are now down to 0%. Groceries, which are an essential part of a middle class spending, they have been reduced from 12% to 5%. Daily essentials, whether it is hair oil, shampoo, toothpaste, soap, which we all use on a day-to-day basis, from an all-time high of 18%, more than that also in the pre-GST era, it has come down to 5%. Kitchen items like butter, ghee, utensils, from 12%, it has come down to 5%. And then cars below 1200 cc, fridges, ACs, TVs, electronic items, which middle class is now purchasing as its income levels rise, those have also come down from 28% to 18%. So this means what? If you compare a TV in before 2017 and GST came in, TV, appliances, ACs used to have 31, 32% taxation on it. Today, they will be at 18%. That is a clear-cut saving for the middle class. Textile and clothing, fabric, yarn, carpets, towels, all of these will be cut down from 18%, 12% to 5%. This will boost our textile industry, our MSMEs, and it will be a big boost for them to then enhance and find new markets for their exports. Daily use items, as I said, in the kitchen have come down. Personal hygiene items, they have come down. Consumer electronics, which were about 31%, are down to 18%. Also, most important is health. 33 life-saving drugs are now at 0%. This include cancer and severe chronic disease medicines, which have become 0% taxation. So it becomes easier for people to access these medicines. Anyways, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's government has given Ayushman card for cashless and universal healthcare to the poor. We now have a situation where Ayushman extends to all citizens who are above the age of 70, irrespective of their class bracket. So anyway, senior citizens are covered. But now, after Jan Aushadhi Kendra, where you get discounted medicines of 70-80% discount for the generic medicines, now you have 33 life-saving medicines where the GST is zero. Diagnostic kits, this were very important during COVID, as you would remember. In the pre-GST era, these diagnostic kits were having 16% tax. Today they will have 5% tax. So this will also make it affordable for every family to buy these diagnostic kits. Health and life insurance has been cut down to zero from an earlier high of 18%. So this means more people will be inclined to take and invest in the health insurance and in their life insurance. So this is the big way in which health sector has also been taken care of, and the most important cost component, if any family suffers a health crisis, then majority of their spending goes into that. Now how that middle class can be saved from this out-of-pocket expenditure for health, this has been done in the last 11 years and also through this GST 2.0. Let me tell you some very important steps that have been taken for the farming community and for agriculture. Agriculture, as you know, employs huge workforce, and now GST on fertilizers, GST on biopesticides, GST on tractors, GST on the tubes of the tractors, GST on drip irrigation system, all have been lowered to 5%. As you know, dairy items also the GST has been lowered. So on the one hand, the farmer's input cost is being reduced by reducing the GST on all these items that he requires to do his cultivation. And on the other hand, the products that he sells, GST is being reduced on that so that the consumer also has the benefit and the demand for these products grow. The net impact of this will be that farmers' incomes will rise. Already Prime Minister, I think, is giving almost 55 to 60 lakh farmers in state of Karnataka Kisan Samman Nidhi. Others can also get if the state government cooperates more. But anyways, 55 lakh Kisan are getting the Kisan Samman Nidhi. And across the country, you are seeing how farmers are being empowered, whether it is the implementation of the Swaminathan report, or whether it is ENAM, or whether it is increasing the agriculture budget from 25,000 crores to 1,25,000 crores, or whether it is through GST 2.0. It is very shameful, however, that in Karnataka, I was just reading that in the last 1 year, ever since this Loot, Jhoot and Phoot Sarkar has come to power, almost 980 farmers have been forced to die by suicide. And instead of having any kind of remorse, instead of having any kind of samvedana or having any kind of feeling for the farmers, you have arrogant ministers in this government who say that farmers are doing suicide for the extra compensation money. And such ministers are very close to the top leadership like Rahul Gandhi. Therefore, they face no consequences for such statements. This is the height of insensitivity towards the common man and towards the Kisan. So, as you can see that how farming community has also been helped in a very big way. So, whether it is Mahila, whether it is Aam Aadmi, whether it is Yuva, because even the items of education, the books, diaries, notepads, pens, their GST has been lowered. All of these cumulative impact can show that GST 2.0 is a Diwali gift that has come before Diwali. Let me just give you some few things of comparison so you know what kind of shift has taken place in the last 11 years. I said buying your first house will become cheaper. Why it will become cheaper? Because cement and paints, which were taxed at 30% during UPA regime, today will have GST of only 18%. This means that the cost for the real estate developer or the construction person is going to come down, and naturally that will be passed on to the person buying the house. the rates of the buying of the house will also come down. So from 30% to now to 18%. Cosmetics, 30%, now it is down to 5%. Footwear was at 18%, now down to 5%. Very important thing next, sanitary pads. And this government has been focused on women's health. It has been focused on empowerment of women, whether it is the Beti Bachao Abhiyan, whether it is the parliament law that we have passed for reservation for women, whether it is permanent commission for women in armed forces, whether it is the toilet scheme by which toilets have been built in every household, thereby ensuring dignity of the woman, ensuring safety of the woman, whether it is Nal Se Jal Yojana, ensuring that tap water connection comes to the household, and the woman who's more often than not forced to go and collect the pail of water can now get the water at the convenience of her home, so time can be spent on education. This kind of steps have been taken, but now sanitary pads also from 13% taxation rate are down to just 0% taxation. Detergent, toothpaste, shampoo, coffee, all of this is down from 30 to 5%. As I said, sweets are also down from 18 to 5%. Fertilizer is also down. So every segment of society has been touched by these GST next gen reforms. For my brothers and sisters in Karnataka, let me tell them, I'm very proud because I'm an avid idli consumer myself. Idli batter and sambar premix is also going to get cheaper. Instant idli, for people like me, we cannot cook. I mean, I cannot cook it, so I have to use instant idli. That is also going to get cheaper. Karnataka is known for its lovely handicrafts. And all these handicrafts are now going to attract lower GST. So therefore, this will boost and support our artisans. So whether they are from Mysuru, whether it's from Hubli, whether it's from Bengaluru, whether it is the Channapatna toys, whether it's the Bidri ware, all of these are going to attract from 18 or 12% GST to now just 5% GST. So the handicraft sector, which employs almost 2 lakh artisans in Karnataka, the rich tradition of Karnataka will get a boost, and it will also be affordable for the consumers. Consumer savings by this entire GST 2.0 is going to be in the range of about 7 to 10%. The entire economy is going to benefit because by this kind of savings, the consumption is going to be pushed higher, and there's going to be a new consumption of almost 2 lakh crore to 3 lakh crore going to be created in the economy. And this will set in motion the virtuous cycle, which many economists, some are sitting on the panel, they will understand that when you leave more money in people's hands, then they are purchasing more. When you purchase more, the demand is more, then there is more production. More production means more jobs, and more jobs means that there's a wider tax net or a wider base to collect taxes. So it will benefit ultimately even the state and the central government, because the consumption will increase, and we are seeing how our GST collections progressively have been rising. So this is going to be a win-win situation for everybody, and particularly for the MSMEs, there is a huge benefit because apart from the rationalization of the rates, the inverted tax structure, duty structure has also been corrected. There is a classification of issues in a more in a more acceptable way, so that there is no confusion that which item will go where. There is a stability and a predictability of what rates will apply now to various items. There is a ease of living also, because registration has become more easier. It is tech based, it is time bound, and it is also making it easier, the entire system, to process the claims that you have that you need to get back. So your liquidity issues will be solved. So faster refunds will be possible through quicker processing. So friends, this is the huge benefit that GST 2.0 is going to give to the country, and particularly to the state of Karnataka. But it is with great distress, I must say, that I was just doing some research and I have seen that on the one hand, Modi ji is giving choot to the middle class. That includes middle class of Karnataka. But on the other hand, this Khatakhat model, where Rahul Gandhi ji and his ilk had promised free everything, free ye denge, free wo denge, free ye denge, free wo denge. But nothing is free. Everything is coming at a heavy price. Right from A to Z, price of every item has been increased. As somebody was saying, garbage collection, stamp duty, water, petrol, diesel. Now electricity costs are again going to be rising. Water costs are rising. Milk costs have risen. So on the one hand, they claim that they are giving free things. But on the other hand, they are looting the money from the people's pocket. DK Shivkumar ji and Siddaramaiah ji and their government, because they have a panja, the panja is going into the pocket of the people of Karnataka, the people of Bengaluru, and is looting the money. And if that is not enough, then they are looting through scams also. And if you have Olympic sport for corruption, then Karnataka Congress will win the gold medal. Every second, third day, there is a new scam that unearths. Now there is Muda scam. Then they have looted tribal community in Valmiki scam. Then they have done liquor scam. Then they have done housing scam. And housing scam has not been told by BJP people. It has been said by the same MLA who is now blue-eyed boy of Rahul Gandhi. Same MLA, he has said on the phone call कि मैं बोल दूंगा तो पूरी सरकार हिल जाएगी. So this expose is coming from their government only. Then we have land allotment scam. And Waqf, which has looted land of many farmers, even Waqf land has been looted by some of the ministers and some of the leaders of Congress. So see, Waqf has tendency of encroaching land, but who can loot Waqf land? That is Congress party leaders. So they are having gold medal when it comes to doing corruption and scam. Therefore, INC does not mean Indian National Congress. It means I need corruption. We have also seen that despite looting the Karnataka people and Bengaluru people with such high prices, the only thing that they get in return are potholes. It is a pothole government also, because whatever you put in the pot, people of Bengaluru and Karnataka are putting money in the pot, and there is one hole. That hole has been created by Congress, and the Sida that money is going to perhaps some leaders in Delhi. So there is a pothole form of government where everything put in the pot is going via hole to the Congress leadership. And then there is pothole on the roads. Now after this, the next program that I am going for, all my leaders advise me that you take Namma Metro and you go, unless you want first-hand experience of pothole. And 22nd September has not come, so my medical insurance, etc., GST is not reduced till now. It will reduce from 22nd. So I can take the pothole road after that. But every day I open social media or I watch certain channels, every day there is selfie with pothole. Prime Minister said, do selfie with daughter. In Karnataka, people are forced to do selfie with pothole. Every day. Yesterday also one bus has got stuck in Balagere Road. Am I pronouncing it right? Balagere Road. Before that, 20 children were stuck in a bus which had got stuck in a pothole. Then somebody has lost their life. So you see, we are giving good and simple tax. But in Karnataka, Congress is giving debt tax. This is a debt tax. This is a maut ka tax. Karnataka Congress is giving maut ka tax through this potholed roads, crumbling infrastructure and such kind of civic infrastructure, because no money is left. All the money is being looted through that pothole and is going somewhere in Delhi to some leaders in Delhi. Now recently I have seen that once upon a time, people like me, we used to aspire that Bengaluru is the global hub for IT and technology. But today tech companies are forced to leave Bengaluru. One company, Black Buck, has said that they are leaving the ORR area because of the pathetic condition of roads, but not just pathetic condition of roads, because of the lowest intent to solve the problem. We are seeing every day the tweets and the statements of people like Mohandas Pai and Kiran Majumdar Shaw also. And I was seeing that our state president has put out some very interesting data. Vijender ji has put out, Yediyurappa ji has put out, that as per 2024 Global Traffic Index, Bengaluru is the slowest city in the world. Imagine tech city, IT city, but in reality it is the slowest city in the world, with an average speed of just 17 kilometers per hour being covered in Bengaluru roads. And on a basis, commuters lose almost 117 hours per year due to traffic. So this is how globally the brand Bengaluru is being destroyed by Congress leaders in Karnataka. And when they are asked that, sir, why waterlogging is taking place in the flyover, why potholes are there, people are losing their lives, why black buck company is leaving, very arrogantly the deputy chief minister says that we will not be threatened and we will not be blackmailed. See, the problem is that for the Congress party, the only black buck is the buck they are making through looting of Karnataka. So they don't care about black buck company. They care about only their black buck. Mera black buck aana chahiye. Baki Karnataka and Bengaluru, they don't care. They only care about their black buck. They don't care about black buck which is giving employment to the people of Karnataka. And Mr. Shivkumar once said that even God cannot fix these potholes. So this is the level of seriousness with which they are treating Karnataka and Bengaluru in particular. Also, friends, lastly, this entire situation is arising because of the constant infighting that is taking place in Karnataka Congress. We have seen how this tukde model of governance had led to a lot of turmoil in state of Rajasthan when the Congress was in Rajasthan. One minister, Sachin Pilot, used to sit on dharna against other chief minister Ashok Gehlot. Now when I look at Karnataka, I find that the Pilot-Gehlot model has been applied here. Every day, one minister makes a statement about the chief minister that this chief minister is moving and deputy chief minister is taking over. Then second day, somebody else makes another statement. So because they are only interested in fight for chair, INC meaning I need corruption and I need chair. Because of this fight for chair, they don't care about the infrastructure, they don't care about civic mess, they don't care about crumbling law and order, they don't care about rising debt of Karnataka, they don't care about farmer suicides, they don't care about price rise, all they care about is satta, satta, satta. And this is what I call as the chori of people's rights. Rahul Gandhi ji is doing PowerPoint press conference and talking about vote chori. Rahul Gandhi ji, when he picked up case of Karnataka Assembly, Anand Assembly, obviously there is logic chori and there is truth chori, but perhaps he should have also seen that in Karnataka High Court itself, one of their MLAs, Congress MLA Nanje Gowda's election has been invalidated. That is the real vote chori. So those who are indulging in Mahachori are labeling others as chor, and that too without any facts. The entire facts of the Aland case also, if you remember, after the so-called hydrogen bomb of Rahul Gandhi was exploded, it was less of hydrogen bomb and it was more of self-detonation. It was a bomb that exploded on himself. Because if you see in the morning, Rahul Gandhi at 11 o'clock, when he said in the press conference, he said 6,018 votes have been deleted. बोल गए राहुल जी, बोल दिए, बोल दिया तो बोल दिया, हुआ तो हुआ, as per Sam Pitroda. But by evening they realized that none of the votes had been deleted. Those votes are very much there. In fact, many of those votes were casted in the 2023 election, and it has been reported widely. None of the votes were deleted. So they have recanted their position on that. The first FIR also which was filed, it was filed by Election Commission. It was filed when the Congress party wasn't there in government. It was the BJP government in February 2023 when it was there. That time the first FIR was filed. Karnataka CEO, electoral officer, has come out with a detailed response also that how all the things that were required by the CID, whether it's the password, login, etc., all of them were provided way back in 6th of September 2023. So Rahul Gandhi ji, instead of focusing on the real vote chori of Nanje Gowda, instead of focusing on the adhikar ki chori that has taken place with people of Karnataka, has now once again come up with vote chori. But I am just glad that till yesterday night I was waiting. I thought today we may have to cancel this press conference because Rahul ji may do press conference saying that Dusu election mein bhi vote chori ho gaya. I was waiting for that. I was waiting 11 o'clock announcement might come. Rahul Gandhi to explode hydrogen, nuclear, atom bomb altogether. Dusu election also has been stolen from us. This is what happens when you have a Gen D, Generation Darbari, and Gen E, Generation Entitlement leader, trying to force his agenda onto the others. And friends, he is being guided by the very worthy Sam Pitroda, whose undying love for Pakistan doesn't seem to end at all. Yesterday, Uncle Sam, who is the first family closest retainer, loyalist, advisor, guru of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and whenever Mr. Rahul Gandhi from Malaysia to Bangkok, Vietnam to America, wherever he goes, if you see one person along with him, it's not Mr. Khadge from this state. It is not even others. It is just Mr. Sam Pitroda. Yesterday, Sam Pitroda has said, enunciating Congress's original position, that I feel that I am in home when I am in Pakistan. By the way, Mr. Sam Pitroda does not feel at home in India. Therefore, he is living in United States. But he feels very much at home in Pakistan. Now, why he has said this? This is not a statement made by one Sam Pitroda. This is the statement of entire Congress party. Your very well-known leader from Karnataka Congress, B.K. Hariprasad, once said that Pakistan is enemy for BJP. Pakistan is not our enemy. We are friends with Pakistan. Certain people, when they get elected, Pakistan Zindabad is also chanted, I've heard, in this great state. So their love and affection for Pakistan is so much that right from giving clean chit to Pakistan on 26/11, on Samjhauta, on Pulwama, on Pahalgam, Mr. Chidambaram gave, right from undermining the armed forces on Operation Sindoor, calling it failure and chutput, or going and saying that surgical strike did not take place, it was खून की दलाली. सेना का अपमान, पाकिस्तान को बताओ भाईजान, ये है कांग्रेस की पहचान. And therefore, INC has no longer become Indian National Congress. It has now transmutated into Islamabad National Congress. And therefore, they have more consideration for people of Islamabad and Rawalpindi. And this is the true face of India. Thank you very much. If there are any questions related to the first topic and then others, we can take them. It has been reported by the media. I'll read it out to you, sir. I come
in the house only.
He has said it, and it is you can check. It's no problem. He has said it in the Vidhan Parishad, and it has been reported by all media outlets. I will read out the exact statement for you, sir, because every day I am doing this debate. Pakistan, enemy country for BJP, not for us, says Karnataka Congress's B.K. Hariprasad. In fact, BJP had taken the statement up also, and he had stuck by his statement. And forget B.K. Hariprasad. Mr. Sam Pitroda continues to hold by his statement. He is saying, yes, Pakistan, I feel like I'm at home.
Pakistan is my house.
It is my house. So imagine, Hafiz Saeed is his brother. He is saying that Hafiz Saeed is my brother because he is feeling like home in Pakistan. He is saying Pakistan and our people have same DNA. Same Sam Pitroda said that Indians from North are like American, Indian from South are like African, Indian from Northeast are like Chinese. In Indians, he found different DNA, and with Pakistani, he is finding the same DNA. There can be no comparison between Pakistani and Indian because one believes in Atank and one believes in Vishwa Bandhutva. But the point is that Congress party finds Bhaichara and Sayyara and Yarana with Pakistan. This is very Purana episode of Congress.
Their slogan, Pakistan Zindabad.
Yeah.
On the Palestine flag.
Yeah. Any other question on this or on?
Do you have any take on this backward class survey?
I think on this particular issue, the party has just yesterday articulated through a resolution its position. I think that there's nothing more for me to add to that position, except that Congress's commitment to this entire case and to this entire cause is as fake as Congress's commitment to merit or Congress's commitment to Samvidhan. And it is very evident from the things that are taking place inside the meetings of the cabinet where ministers are fighting with each other and shouting at each other and saying that this should not happen. And we have seen what kind of surveys they have done in earlier instances also. So I think that Congress's commitment towards this is as much as its commitment towards having Samvidhanik Vyavastha. It has zero commitment on this.
So Rahul Gandhi,
राहुल गांधी जी हमेशा वोट चोरी कहते रहते हैं, हमें वो कर्नाटका को ही सीधा निशाना लगा रहे हैं। आपको क्या लगता है इसमें अकाउंटेबिलिटी है या इट इज द डेस्परेट अटेम्प्ट टू डिफेम द डेमोक्रेटिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन?
See, Rahul Gandhi issue is not ECI. इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया उनका इशू नहीं है, उनका इशू है EMI, वो भरने वाला EMI नहीं। इमरजेंसी माइंडसेट ऑफ इंदिरा एंड एंटाइटल माइंडसेट ऑफ इंदिराज ग्रैंडसन। ये परिवार को लगता है, once Indira Gandhi's close aide Devkant Barua, who was president of Congress, had said, India is Indira, Indira is India. They feel that Parivar Tantra is above Lok Tantra. They feel Parivar Tantra is above Samvidhan Tantra. So if Rahul Gandhi loses an election, then the election commission is bad. If Rahul Gandhi loses a court case, then they say judiciary is bad. If Rahul Gandhi's team wins the election in Telangana, they have no problem in Telangana. Rahul Gandhi's team has no problem in Jharkhand. Rahul Gandhi's team has no problem in Jammu Kashmir. Rahul Gandhi's team has problem where they are losing the election. In Maharashtra, they had problem. They went to Supreme Court. Then the PowerPoint presentation was done by Rahul Gandhi just few days ago, 5-6 days ago. Madras High Court has said that all the allegations made in that PowerPoint presentation were pointless. And they have imposed the cost on the petitioner who was petitioning on behalf of Rahul Gandhi. Then we have seen that in the case of Aland also, in the latest so-called hydrogen bomb series, we have seen all the facts were wrong. There can be no online deletion of votes. It has been clarified. There can be no software that is used for online deletion. Election Commission has said this. And there were no votes deleted. That's why Rahul Gandhi changed his position from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. But I want to ask Rahul Gandhi ji, since you are so much concerned about vote chori, then please open your mouth about Nanje Gowda. Please open your mouth. You know, there's a video of Mr. Parmeshwar that before EVM came, खटाखट हम बूथ पे लगा देते थे वोट. It is a very viral video. I am sure Rahul ji's social media team, because he's a social media sensation, they must have shown him. No, he is a social media sensation. He's on reel. We are in real. He's getting view. We are getting vote. So, Mr. Rahul Gandhi should definitely see Parmeshwar ji's video. Then he should go and see the 1987 election videos. Shashi Tharoor has said that Jammu Kashmir election we have rigged. Then he must go and see Kirti Azad video. In 1990s he has said Congress wale sab booth loot lete the. Then he must go and see the way in which his grandmother Indira ji was convicted of election fraud in 1975. That's why she imposed emergency. So those who are mahachor, they are labeling others as chor. पहले अपने घर की चोरी तो देखो. Can I take ladies' question first? Unless you don't mind. Okay.
So a few Congress Muslim leaders in the state held a meeting on Thursday where they've now urged all of those participating in the caste census to categorize and specifically mention that their caste is Muslim for the sole reason of ensuring that the reservation and the OBC tax stays. How do you see this?
See, I'm not aware of this development, and it will be better for people from the state who are more acquainted with this particular development to answer in detail. But as I'm a practicing Muslim, I don't know when castes have come into Muslim Islam. I thought Islam was always considering that we are one brotherhood, so there is no caste. But anyways, I would like to defer to my senior colleagues on this panel. They will address this question separately with you.
Sir, Donald Trump imposing the $1 lakh annual fee for H-1B visa.
I am sure the MEA will come up with a response on this particular development. It is not a development that is precisely targeted at India. It is a development that is about America and its own hiring policies. So it applies technically to American companies whom they want to hire and how they can hire. I believe that Indian techies, the tech brain of India, the tech talent of India, and particularly that comes from this great state and this great city, is so talented that wherever that tech talent goes, whether it is in our own country in different parts or whether it is abroad, our tech talent will always add value to whichever place or country or company they associate with. So I think that it will be better that the MEA will respond to this. However, this is an American company's hiring issue, so American companies will respond to you.
Sir, there's a fresh row that's erupted in Tamil Nadu between the governor and the government. The governor has called government for poor education policies and says that students are suffering because of the state.
I think it will be better for me to stick to the issues of Karnataka. Tamil Nadu, when I do my next PC, I will take up the Tamil Nadu issue. Any issue related to Karnataka specifically, I took up the vote chori issue because Rahul Gandhi ji has directed his ire of vote chori towards a constituency in Karnataka. So therefore it is linked to Karnataka in a way. But any more questions on this?
Sir, vote chori issue, that is Rahul Gandhi alleged the misuse of the Form 7. Form number 7. Misusing the Form 7.
How many votes have been deleted?
He asked in all of the assembly said 26,000 something votes.
Deleted? 0 votes deleted.
No, that is the possibility.
No. Possibility, so then there is possibility that tomorrow somebody may attack somebody. That is in realm of possibility, though anything can be said. In realm of reality, Rahul ji doesn't live in reality. He lives in possibility only. Possibly I'll become Prime Minister. Possibly I will not go for a vacation. But Rahul Gandhi has to live in reality. And reality is that in the morning, 11 o'clock, he said 6,000 votes were deleted. Then he said, Arey Baba, gadbad ho gaya. I read only half the briefing document that was given. The votes have not been deleted because Election Commission itself filed the FIR. Election Commission itself took the action. And at that time, the CID and the Karnataka police had, it was under the Karnataka government of BJP, they have taken the proactive action. And all those votes were not deleted. So therefore, but I have given the specific instance where vote chori has taken place in case of Mr. Nanjay Gowda. High Court has given order.
Sir, Mr. Nanjay Gowda has refuted that, saying that the government back then was the BJP's, all of the election officers, the central observers, all of them.
Whose election has been invalidated? Nanjay Gowda's election has been invalidated. Now, ulta chor kotwal ko date. That is what Rahul Gandhi's party is expert at. That they do the chori and then they do sina zori. They blame everybody else except themselves. So I think first of all, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I have listed long item right from 75 Indira Gandhi's vote chori to right up to Kirti Azad, Jammu Kashmir election and right up to Nanjay Gowda. I hope Rahul Gandhi, instead of doing next PC on Dusu, will come and say why he does vote chori in his own party from so many years.
Some of the ministers are saying that GST return is only for the
I have just shown how the GST 2.0 is going to benefit all the states of India and particularly the state of Karnataka. Are you telling me that there are no people, no farmers in Karnataka? Are you telling me that people will not benefit in Karnataka from the reduction of GST in health and life insurance? Are you telling me that if houses get cheaper, cars get cheaper, TV get cheaper, electronic items get cheaper, dairy items get cheaper, essentials get cheaper, groceries get cheaper, then Karnataka people not consuming this? Are you telling me that the handicrafts industry of Karnataka won't be boosted by the lowering of GST? So, this kind of hatred for any other state, which is shown by certain leaders of the India Alliance, they should ask Tejasvi Yadav. They should ask Tejasvi Yadav that if it has been done only for one state or if it has been done for entire country. And by the way, when they are making that allegation,